Alright, welcome to Unkgeta and Breifs reacts to Bill Cipher versus Timekeeper. Gravityfalls versus Cookie Run. Fictional Characters Collide. FCC, you know. This is the actual, yep. And this one is the actual episode that was in the making. Everybody's been on the Discord. They've seen it. Yeah, I've seen it too, man. And I think the only reason why we're even doing this, because we personally ourselves, ironically, and for others fuller, we have Bill Cipher in a season 1 matchup. But as to who it is, well, pretty much not gonna really tell you guys, but we can say that he is from an actual network that happens to be, well, okay. Okay, so guess we're gonna have to edit that one. But welcome one and all to Bill Cipher, Timekeeper, Cookie Run versus Gravityfalls. Fictional Characters Collide by Archer and Demon. And we was gonna like set to do all the other ones. We're gonna have to like, you know, watch on season 3. But we're pretty much gonna probably watch the later of those. But we wanted to watch this because because Bill Cipher. Actually, I have seen Gravityfalls. Never managed to see the end of it. And when I did see the end of it, well, how come you didn't watch the rest of it? I was spoiled on it, dude. Dude. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm sorry. But I still watched it. Pretty good, to be honest with you, because especially we now know what actually in the end killed them. The memories and that stuff. In fact, well, just so you know, it kind of is ironic that we got a matchup for Bill Cipher other than the Timekeeper, Cookie, and Discord, because that was on Death Battle. Oh, you gonna tell me what it is? I'm afraid I cannot. Aw, man, you're not fun. But anyway, it all will be revealed when we even get around to Bill Cipher. But for right now, I don't even know. Right now, we don't know who Bill Cipher is. Now, the Timekeeper Cookie from this Cookie Run, I want to know if it's a cartoon or a game. I don't even know. But what we do know is people like to be baking cookies and all of that jazz. So yeah, and then he said that Demon and Archer it's been in the works for like quite a long time. You know, it was been told on the Discord that they was gonna do it, and they kind of been working on it. So I would like to also see what we going to see out of all of it. Since we're just coming off from doing the medieval games too, but we're not gonna even let's see and everything. And oh yeah, for those of you guys who are still waiting on the okay, for those of you guys who are waiting on the on the best death battle. Well, you're probably gonna have to watch it before. You're probably gonna have to watch it before you come to watching this one, because we did a video on that one, and it just came out, and we thought that while we just throwing the best death battle, we throw in Bill Cipher Timekeeper Cookie. So yeah. So if you haven't watched that one yet, I suggest you go watch that one first before you come to watch this. And if you have watched the full episode before you come to this reaction over here, go and support Demon by going to their channel. The link in the description for the original episode will be below. In the pinned comment or in the description below. Alright? Yeah, so you got 2 ways of going to watch this, okay? So, let's see. Now, I know that the last time Bill Cipher won his that battle against Discord. Like the website, but this is a Discord for My Little Pony. Which, come to think of it, didn't even think they would go the full anime treatment. Yeah, didn't even go. Yeah, they did go the full anime treatment right there. I mean, and maybe just a show about ponies, but they get really crazy over there when that. What I meant to say was, it does get crazy. It does get anime type of crazy and all types of weird stuff, but it gets better, especially with Pinkie Pie. You know, because he's basically the Deadpool of that verse, because he breaks the fourth wall too. Oh my god. I don't even know if I want to find a matchup with Pinkie Pie. She's gonna end up using Deadpool weapons. Let me think. Let me freaking think. We might think about that. Oh no. I don't even know if we want to use any ponies for our matchups. I mean, hey, dude, listen. Sometimes we have to go through all of these. A lot of other pony Pegasus and Brosters out here gonna go up in this mess. But we ain't talking about that, but that's besides the point. Now, we don't even know too much of this Timekeeper cookie, but we probably are gonna learn. Especially what this cookie run thing's about. But yeah, we're spending too much time on this intro anyway, guys. Let's just begin. Alright, here we go. Archer the co-host, Ray Demon the host, FCC Fictional Characters Collide. Season 3, let's go.
Chaos, chaos, chaos. It's both everything and nothing, the answer to all things. But what if you could wield said chaos? You'd be a borderline god.
And when it comes to these two, wielding chaos comes just as naturally as it can be.
Bill Cipher, the resident dream demon of Gravityfalls.
And the Timekeeper cookie.
Oh yeah,
the
that
time
one.
Lord baked to perfection from Cookie Run.
He's demon and I'm Archer.
It's our
Lane
job
Keeper
and
cookie.
these characters to their fullest, going through their feats and faults to see what happened when these two fictional characters collide.
Wait. Hold up. I mean, they got their original cartoon stuff, but they seem to improve a lot. This dude was so stick for you, but now you mean to tell me that this Archer's a bird? Dude, that's their new design, dude. Just like Wiz and Boomstick had design, this is new design. Like, we have a design too of our own, right? Oh, okay. Never mind then, continue on.
Have you ever wondered why this happens? Why do birds fly?
Hold up. Let's see, there's a text, this is a description. It says, this episode's research and outcome were done and decided before for the Book of Bill was announced. So it will not play a factor in this episode's verdict. Okay, fine, but we haven't really gotten to the verdict yet. But now that I think about it, if there's a Book of Bill too, even if there's a Book of Bill, I don't think that said someone is going to end up winning against somebody who pretty much might outclass that, though. Besides, I guess if we were to do that, I don't think even with that, it won't even play in the factor of the research anyway, too. Honestly. And ironically, yeah. But let's go on.
Why do live-action anime adaptations keep sucking minus One Piece? And why do we still get comments on how Shadow should have beaten Zero?
That last one is something we're taking to our graves, demon. Everything else can be explained by one word. Weird.
minus 1 piece? And why do we still get comments on how Shadow should have been 0?
That last
Okay, some.
one is something we're taking to our graves, Demon. Everything else can be explained by one word. Weirdness.
Weirdness.
See, weirdness is like a force of nature. It explains everything. But the stronger the weirdness is, the more chaotic and bizarre things occur.
Yeah.
And no place is
Wait
weirder
a
on
minute.
Earth than a small town in
that
Central Oregon
amphibian?
named Gravityfalls. We
Mine
have
must
all
be a
sorts of cool
crossover
stuff
with
here,
Gravityfalls
like
and
the mean
amphibians.
rich girl Pacifica, the greatest con artist to ever live, Gruncle Sand, and a crazy cult that wipes out memories. Okay, maybe that place doesn't have that many cool things actually when you think about it.
Well, one of the things that works
Okay,
in
let's just
Gravityfalls
be
is
real.
way
Now with
more
Gravity
cool,
Falls on the
much
other hand, you see, this show in this whole entire vicinity we're looking at over here, Gravity Falls. When this show came out, we didn't even know what we were expecting going on. But when we saw, but as the show goes on, we have seen a lot of the elements in this show. Whenever you go looking back on this show, you see a lot of conspiracy theories going on around here. You know, a lot of the weirdness stuff, the conspiracy theories, all that other stuff. You know, some straight up Illuminati type stuff going on, straight up esoteric type of stuff, Freemason stuff, Grand Line stuff, the whole 9 works. I think it was like, it kind of makes you think that Disney might end up is probably telling us something that maybe Walt himself was a Freemason too. I mean, I know that Kingdom Hearts must have touched up stuff about this mess, but not in the way Gravity Falls touch up on stuff, man. That's been the subject of debates going on when it comes to that mess. And of course, nowadays, you know, wokeness has invaded Disney with their ESG DEI. And although Bob Chapek and Bob Iger, the two Bobs, kind of ruined it in his wake, Jason D. Moore, aka Jason D. Morrow, or sometimes he's not even worth it. It was Jason D. Marco. Yeah, he still's running the company. He's trying to run it down. He's still running the company, trying to run it down to the ground and doing a lot of damage control with the doggone deal with the ABC with this other mess. The Marvel shows and movies that are flopping as hard as usual. In Star Wars, well, we ain't gonna even talk about that because under Disney's realm, it is still freaking dead. DACDEAD dead. And that's like kind of like the ones responsible for it, and they killed it. Kathleen Kennedy killed it, and then move on to Dave Filoni, still is just rising up from the grave and then killing it again. I'm like, but whatever. I'm trying to then thinking that I think the only reason why Disney's pushed the EIESG may have something to do with the removal of King Mickey, and also because of this guy Bill Cipher, as we're going to get into. You know, now that I think about it, that we might even come up with that idea on how to do a fight with Bill, and then with this one, and of course, Bill's episode might end up exposing a lot more about Disney, might end up exposing more just about the soap as Disney as a whole, and it could probably blow the wokeness out of that for good. Because I think, and by the time Bill Cipher's episode with his opponent coming out real soon, guess what? You will never look at that matchup the same way again. You're never going to look at Bill Cipher's again. Heck, you may not even never look at Disney the same way ever again, and not really the same way ever again. Because everything about Disney and everything else will not only finally expose it for good, now they're going to be looking into questions who really did remove Mickey from this throne. Obviously, Bill Cipher. And he's in the form of the two Bobs and Jason DeMorrow and Kevin Feige and Dave Filoni. And also Kathleen Kennedy before she also left too. So, yeah. But we're moving on. So let's get into this.
Or dangerous. Potentially trillion-year-old being from a higher plane of reality that stumbled into these lands many years ago. He terrorized the Native American tribes, was the reason why the pyramids were built, and why he's on the back of our money. His true name is incomprehensible.
No, he say stuff. Let's just say that.
A classy name, Bill Cipher.
There he is.
Oh, Gravity Falls, it is good to be back. Name's Bill Cipher.
Seriously, this is the most dangerous thing on the planet, Archer. He seems harmless enough. How bad can he...
Okay, Demon, first off, bruh, dude. That dude, this little triangular demon out here is no freaking joke. Yeah, we seen him in action before, man. And Wizard Boomstick over here, you've seen it in action too. Again, it's this guy is a terror upon Gravityfalls like it wants Alexa which she's never seen. He's basically the Disney version of Apocalypse from Marvel's X-Men, because man, and this dude, and you see, with a mix of Mephisto, because he also makes deals too. Yep, so he's basically a mixture of Apocalypse mixed with Mephisto, because when he causes terror in our era in an Apocalypse in the form of Armageddon, he also tries to make deals, as you will actually see. Not going to continue spoiling the rest. We're going to keep it going. We're going to keep it moving.
It's Christ, kill him with fire. What the hell?
Yep, he treats the lives of all
Yep, and okay. So this is his stats. We already know who Bill Cipher is. He's 120 years old. And let's see. Let's extend this up in here. Conjuring into whatever form of people, fearing the most chaos, poverty, and destruction, being feared. Silly Straw's pain. And he likes doing that. His dislikes are sensitized music, deals being called off, not being taken seriously, being underestimated, the crypto's code, the Pius family, particularly Dipper and Mabel. Well, because Dipper and Mabel knew who Bill was and what he's capable of too, and that's how he handled him. And probably all the rest of them too. I mean, for real. And the lesser crimes and he has his list of freaking crimes that I'm not going to end up reading. You're going to have to read for yourself, because you're going to have to take the time to pause and read this from yourself, because I'm not reading all these doggone list of crimes. But we'll read some of them. And these listed crimes range from parricide, mass murder, property damage, mass manticide, mass torture, mass kidnapping, complicit enslavement, arson, indoctrination, the worst. You see what I'm saying? The rest of the stuff you want to read, because I ain't going to read all that. And oh man, I really racked up quite a rap sheet. Yep. And I guess these are the same list of terms. You can look at that. But matter of fact, go back to his dad battle. You go back to watching this, you won't see all these likes. And I think the dad battle was actually on season 9. Oh wait, was it season 10? That was a legacy matchup too. But anyway, sorry for the sniffles. I'm coming down with them. Hold on, wait a minute. I think I'm coming down with these sniffles for myself too. I'm sorry. How you sharing the same as I'm sharing? Well, I don't know. But why don't we say we just keep it going? Yeah.
Below him, so everything is near toys to play with. His list of crimes include genocide, torture, vandalism, attempted universal domination, public nudity, kidnapping, and arson. Lots and lots of arson.
And he can get away with all of these crimes since he's a borderline reality warping god of chaos, thanks to possibly being the reincarnation of Loki, the Norse god of mischief.
Well, I would prefer to think of him as a mixture of Apocalypse mixed with Mephisto, and these are two Marvel characters, by the way, though. Because he's on Mephisto when he makes deals, but when he wants to, he can go full Apocalypse right there, man, for real. Heh. And I bet you that's one, which I'm thinking, Bill. But I'm gonna tell you, that's not. If you guys are wondering, is it Bill Cipher versus Apocalypse in UCL? Nope, it's not him. Nope. Although we might end up doing that matchup, but nope, it's not him. Not for this versus. No. You just gonna have to figure that on your own, because we ain't gonna tell you.
He essentially views all of reality as a canvas. And he has one hell of a paper. He can do basically whatever the hell he wants.
With his reality warping, he can mess with time and do some magic with his mouth.
I'm gonna go read the abilities. So we already know that his time manipulation, madness, inducing, possession, shoot lasers, and fire creation, gravity manipulation, control the size of his body, soul manipulation, regeneration, physical, and soul. Now, when it comes to this dude's abilities, man, when you see these things listed here, he's dangerous with these things. And you see, he's pretty much have done a lot of this other stuff with possession, a lot of things going on. Now, I think that any of these could end up being Discord, but he ends up having to control the battle out of him with being trapped in the shadow dimension and stuff. Which makes you kind of figure, how in the heck does he getting out of the shadow dimension now? Well, no one knows for sure, but if Demon and Usher Man relates to them back, well, which I'm not gonna be under suspicion. Maybe Demon and Usher Man that amount, but I don't think it is. I think he's still trapped in that mess. Hold on. Wait, hold on. Yep. Huh? Really? Wait, what? Who let him out? What? Really? Alright. What's going on, man? You're not gonna believe this. I think Bill Cipher must have been let out of the shadow. Let him out of his shadow prison. What? Who let him out? Well, the new CEO of Disney is Jason DeMoro, aka Jason DeMoron. I bet you oh man. Yeah, apparently the woke got so bad that his prison just got him out. And now he's causing a muck and running amok in this mess. And and they told me to be on the look for him because he may have possession of the Disney CEO. So if you see the CEO looking funny and weird, that's not Jason tomorrow. It's Bill Cipher. Oh boy. But anyway, yep, gonna have to freaking move on. He'll probably have to run into him sooner or later. Anyway, let's move on.
Take over the bodies of people with his deals, shoot lasers, unleash fire, gravity manipulation, grow giant and read minds, but his possibly most deadliest ability is how he can screw with souls. He could regenerate his own soul or even destroy a being's soul if he gets the chance, or just rip it out of a person. He's a stone cold killer that will murder you no matter what you are, such as Time Baby.
Yep, we remember that one.
But
yep. Remember that time, baby feet. That feet. I bet it's basically the new maritime moonlight license of feet right there. Considering Time Baby couldn't do a dent in this dude, ended up telling him off, and right then he just tied him right in the face. And then he got going. I mean, bet you next, I bet you that may have been the same. But I bet you Mickey may have come close to getting deleted himself. I'm just hoping he's alright though. Yeah, don't want to see Sora cry again like before. Neither Donald or Goofy, man. I mean, he's their king after all, you know. Yeah. Besides, he needs to be available for the fourth game of Kingdom Hearts 4. Plus, we need to have a movie with 3 sequels already with that.
So it's the greatest to humanity he's ever done.
What the hell could be worse than cosmic genocide?
Canonically, Archer, he's a Redditor.
Oh my god! Oh my god! There's no way he a Redditor. God dang it all! Man, this dude just couldn't quit doing this crap. Bill, you need to stop doing this, man. You really need to stop. When we find you, you gonna get killed for sure. You gonna get killed for sure, man.
Dear God, the monster.
He once took over the body of Alex Hirsch, the creator of Gravityfalls, to do his own AMA on Reddit.
Wait, for real? Yeah, apparently so, man. If you look at this mess, let's see this. Alright, kids, it's time to open your eyeballs. You see? Okay, something fire because for the first time in 1,000 years you're about to get a glimpse behind the gray of the certain deep reality of the kaleidoscope anarchy that lies beyond history's greatest sages. Yada 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 yada. For the next 6 minutes you could grasp the unknowable. You your surely little human fingers. Yada 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 yada. Anyone taking for themselves wearing a tinfoil hat will be Answer first. Yada yada. I will take the offerings in the form of bent forks, the face dollar bills, or the streams. Proof is me. My favorite song, and there's these YouTube links. LOL, I know what this I thought. Well, it looks like I'll burn the kiss is them cycles, yada yada yada. All that stuff, man. I can assist some of the stuff I couldn't even not read because of YouTube copyright strikes our channel. It's gonna we don't want YouTube out here doing this mess. But dang it. Alex Church got possessed by Bill, dang it. And now that he got out of this room, who knows who he's gonna possess next? Well, there's rumors to believe he also possessed Bob Iger's body, Bob Shakeback, pretty much Kathleen Kennedy of all people. He may even possess all the actors, including Amanda Steinberg, who stars in The Acolyte, and Rachel Segler, who's been used to tarnish Snow White's reputation and image. Fucking bloody hell. And it's worse. There also may be rumors that he still is possessing Jason DeMarco, by the way, and pretty much every celebrity that's mixed with Disney. Okay, so what's with the whole... So my question is this. Is he also responsible for She-Hulk working with Megan Thee Stallion? And I'm thinking... sources... I don't think there's any word that he did. But actually, it's alleged that he actually did. Because I think it's alleged that he actually did. He may have gotten an Asian woman to write this story. So apparently, Bill Cipher may have done it. Because with the use of the Asian lady that made the She-Hulk story. Dang it, man. So, he's not only causing chaos in Gravityfalls and got captured, but I think he's responsible for using the ESG and DEI. Yep. And he also is being paid by BlackRock, Vanguard, and State Street. And I think, wait a minute. Wait, hold on. Really? Oh, okay. So what? Apparently, we found out who the culprits are doing this. It's BlackRock, Vanguard, State Street that at least Bill off of his prison. And he made him a deal that he needs to spread the mass ESG DI woke of everything Disney, Marvel, and Star Wars to pretty much do it. So I guess now you can say it was him that made She-Hulk talk with Megan Thee Stallion, dude. God dang it, man. First he actually gets possession of Alex Hirsch, the creator of Gravityfalls. Now he gets possession of all these CEOs, and he's the one ordered the She-Hulk talk this shit with Megan Thee Stallion. Dang it, man. Come on, your really sucks, bro. And she's also the same Megan Thee Stallion that actually put Troy Lanez in prison. Now there's another brother around here. Somebody gonna have to stop her at another date, though. But we just want to focus on what's going to happen with this one. But let's just move on for the sake of moving on, okay? Let's go. Whoopsie.
Such as how you can see an infinite kaleidoscope.
Oh man, alright, start on.
Monster.
He once took over the body of Alex Hirsch, the creator of Gravityfalls,
Right.
to do his own AMA on Reddit, where he reveals quite a bit, such as how you can see an infinite kaleidoscope of possibilities, or how his weakness is jalapeno peppers in the eyes. All religions are a lie, apparently. At some point he had a family, he knows secrets as to why kids love the taste of Cinnamon Toast Crunch, and I really want to understand that one. And he apparently exists in a state of quantum uncertainty. What the hell does that mean?
Well, do you remember when you rudely interrupted me on the Schrodinger's cat concept that one time, Demon? Well, it means Bill both does and doesn't exist at the same time. What he is, also isn't. Yeah, paradoxes are confusing like that.
Schrodinger's cat more like Schrodinger's crack, am I right? Yeah, none of your fun. Because I barely even know what this means. I guess it explains how he can move as fast as he damn well pleases as well if he can be anywhere he wants.
As for power, he's far from a joke. He's burnt his whole dimension to the ground before, and Time Baby even stated Bill could potentially pose a threat to the universe.
What? You think Demon and Archer, this dude, that's never been no joke, man. Jesus.
Maybe even the multiverse itself, if left unchecked outside of the nightmare realm.
Just go back.
To the ground before, and Time Baby even stated Bill could potentially pose a threat to the universe. Maybe even the multiverse itself.
Yeah, it says, hear this, Cipher. In every reality, your collision with Earth causes this chaos and destruction on an unfathomable scale. It says, hear this, Cipher. In every reality, your collision with Earth causes chaos and destruction on an unfathomable scale. Unfathomable scale, though. What the? That means his chaos and destruction is so huge that the universe's Earth is on shaky grounds with this dude. Is on the brink of being destroyed, and it's on the brink of total extinction because of this triangular demon, man. Oh my! This Illuminati meet the Rito, it's the worst kind of troublemaker you go around. He's like that same troublemaker. He's like the kid in the neighborhood who's causing a lot of mischief, causing havoc. I bet you he's the one-eyed triangular version of Freddy from Doomshot, man. Come on, man. Yes, it's ready. And that's only in the music. Causing havoc. Okay, we gonna stop.
If left unchecked outside of the nightmare realm.
But there was one more thing he lacked. He had no real way to enter our reality. A long time ago, Bill made a deal with a man with 6 fingers, Ford Pines. A mastermind who made 3 cleverly made journals that were designed to stop Bill from entering Ford's mind and taking over our reality.
Sort of like how I tried to ascend to a higher plane of reality.
Those 3 books. Let me see, go back.
3 cleverly made journals that were designed to stop Bill from entering Ford's mind and taking...
Yep, those 3 books. Dead Brad had discovered of the several books. They change a lot of these theories. And these 3, I think together make the book of Bill, I think. I don't know.
Over our reality.
Sort of like how I tried to ascend to a higher plane of reality and try to take over the whole universe at some point.
Oh yeah, you did do that.
How did he do that? Okay. Oh, great. Here comes the Family Guy skit.
Alright, Godhood, let's see if we can make some magic happen.
What can go wrong? I don't think it worked.
Let's, try that again. Well, 3rd time's a charm.
The hell?
Why do I feel like a bird? Good times. Good times. Anyways, Bill bid his time and eventually went after Ford's nephew and niece, Skipper and Mabel.
Go back!
3rd time's a charm.
Wait, hold up.
The hell? I don't think it worked.
Let's, try that again. Well, 3rd time's a charm.
Wait! Oh my god, that's Bill's hand! Man, this dude took that button from it, man. That was Bill's hand, and wasn't it? Isn't it? Have these guys seen it already? Hey, I saw it. That's Bill's hand right there. Man, that doggone meet the Rito. Oh my god. Oh, that Timekeeper Cookie beats this guy for doing this crap, man.
The hell?
Why do I feel like a bird? Good times. Good times. Anyways, Bill bid his time and eventually went after Ford's nephew and niece, Skipper and Mabel. After several encounters with the dynamic duo, Bill finally got his wish and descended upon our reality. This was Weirdmageddon.
To all of humanity, this was the end of the world.
Weirdmageddon, huh? So, yep, I remember the dreaded Weirdmageddon, man. And that's only even works in Gravityfalls, right? Well, actually, it's alleged to actually work in any other universe besides Gravityfalls. And being that the Disney universe now has Star Wars and Marvel, He probably might even activate Whitmer and get it from anywhere. Not just in Gravityfalls. He pretty much have linked it to Star Wars, and now Marvel might not. And now Marvel might suffer the weirdness. Except for maybe Doctor Strange. Except for maybe Doctor Strange names Jean Grey the Phoenix and Wanda Maximoff the Scarlet Witch, by the way. They're not going to be having that Worm getting mess not one in their vicinity. No way. Especially Doctor Strange. He's all about weird. Have you seen this dude fight Dormammu? Shoot. Have you seen this dude fight Dormammu? Shoot. Have you seen the Wish call out the words no more mutants? She'll probably have Bill delete it. Although now that I'm thinking about it, we may have to put Scarlet Witch at some point up against good old little Star Butterfly. And it's not for revenge against Steven anyway. I want to see if Star Butterfly can handle somebody like Scarlet Witch. And maybe just give her that win she so rightfully deserves because of what happened with her and Savannah. Because you're in Savannah of all people, because,
Bill, it was only a Tuesday. With his cleverly named Pyramid and his gang of freaks of nature, he planned on turning our whole reality into a never-ending party.
Against all odds, Dipper, Mabel, and a DIY Megazord fought back against Bill Cipher, which was likely possible due to his weakness to unicorn hair, don't ask, and his biggest weakness, he's ego incarnate.
Okay, so he has two weaknesses. Yep. So I know about the unicorn hair weakness and his ego and self-hatred and stupid. His ego and idiocy is what got him about the better of him too, though.
Actually stuffed Bill via tricking him into Grunkle Stan's mind when it was being erased.
But as he was dying in the blue fires of hell, he shouted the name of an axolotl, because in this universe, an axolotl is actually God. Suck it, Bill, Christianity does exist after all.
But maybe for some reason the axolotl pitied Bill, with some comments the axolotl implying that Bill never intended to burn his universe and misses it but cannot return to it, and that he isn't happy despite his general cheery nature despite the cosmic genocide.
Hell, there are some theories that Bill still exists somewhere, somehow in Stan's mind. Maybe he's stuck in a box collection to watch his show on loop, maybe he got reincarnated as King the Owls, or he has taken over Alex's body forever. Also, apparently, he's somehow canon to Rick and Morty and The Simpsons.
Well,
and I'm thinking, but of course, Bill may still end up being alive, but under the possession of Jason DeMauro and possibly Bob Iger and Bob Chapek, by the way, before they left the company, and now he moved on to Jason DeMarco, and he's pretty much also responsible for ruining all of Disney. And whatever happened to King Mickey, well, I guess he's kind of like missing in action because of all of this. Or there's sources say that Bill may have banished him from out of his own kingdom, and leaving behind Minnie and all the rest of them, to fend for themselves. And it's not intentional. It was not by his, nor was it by his choice. He was forced out, kid. Man, we gotta do something to get his kingdom back in order for real, bro. I don't know, man. As long as Bill Cipher reigns over there, he's gonna make sure that either Disney gets run down to the ground, or he's gonna be staying there for a freaking long time too. Dang. And there's rumors to believe that the Bill in this fight may actually be a clone. Okay, so where's the real Bill Cipher then? Well, I'm thinking that the real Bill Cipher may be hiding in the confines of Disney. So who you think should be the one to fight him? I don't know if the Timekeeper could beat him. And even if he does, it may end up still being his clone. Of course. Alright, I guess I'm gonna have to spoil this for y'all, but we'll spoil this at the end, okay?
Well, whatever it is, maybe humanity will meet Bill again. We don't know where, nor when, but I'm sure we'll sadly meet Bill again some sunny day.
Or he could still be around, but sources or he can still be around within the confines of Disney World and Disney Company, etc. Because if Alice Mercy can be possessed by Bill, he also can possess the execs at Disney, especially CEO Jason Momoa. At first it was Bob Iger, but he left the company not after, and Bob Chapek too also left. But Bill's now been taking hold of this, and he's even taking possession of the Doggone View 2, and Amanda Steinberg and Rachel Zegler. And for a time, Brie Larson as well, before Larson got out of Marvel and started doing the Nintendo stuff, because he's a fan of Nintendo. And became Rosalina pretty much, so thank goodness, man. So yeah, he still has his whole going on them, so get rid of him, it's gonna be over. Yeah. Okay, but let's not be soaking on the fact of these theories. Let's talk about the Timekeeper cookie now.
For us all, time only goes.
Okay. This episode's research and outcome were done and decided before January 1st, 2026. So any Cookie Run updates post this date will not play a factor in this episode's verdict. And like we said, we haven't even gotten to that point yet.
Every small tick of the clock, it is a closer step to our inevitable end in this world. And there's nothing
a lot
we
of
can do to
Futurama
truly
clips.
stop the flow of time itself.
But deep inside the time stream, you can hear soft laughter and a small pair of scissors surfing through the waves of time like there's no care in the world, happily snipping away at the timelines with no remorse. This temporal being of great power is none other than the Timekeeper Cookie.
Looks like it's time for me to make my move.
Timekeeper Cookie.
So that's
Her
the
entire job is to
Timekeeper
basically govern all of time itself. She can peek into all scenarios, see
Wait,
every
so Cookie
available
runs a
outcome.
video-
She can create new
is a
timelines
mobile
and erase
game.
them. She can even snip away at them and move the outcome of one to another.
And according to her official story, she can create and repair entire realms with mere blinking and moving of her hand. And she exists everywhere and nowhere, forever being absent and present all at once. Basically, she can be anywhere she wants at any time. Wherever heard that one before?
And with this power, she became the chief of the Time Balance Department Bureau, where she governs all of time. She was basically at the top of the world.
Well, actually not in her eyes. With all this power, all this knowledge, and having the ability to change anything with a simple thought, she discovered something about herself. She was absolutely, undeniably, uncontrollably bored. With all the knowledge of all possibilities, it takes away all the fun in life. So, she decided to surf through the time stream to look for something, or someone, to truly fix the monotony in her life.
Enter everyone's favorite mechanic, Kurusok Cookie. She was also working a way for time to be watched a lot more conveniently with these nifty goggles and time shift thing. Trust me, it makes a lot more sense in context, folks. She even got this Cosmo gear that she made by Troll Accent as a pet. Take note of that.
And this was Timekeeper's answer. A cookie just like her with the power of time close to her doughy, non-existent fingers. So she decided to make sure she was with her forever.
And what did she do? She decided to mess with the entire main timeline, brave Gingerbread for it all, and decided to help them with the goal of making Sock Cookie see the world like her. Hey, give the cookie one thing, she is determined. And she has a killer arsenal to make sure it works.
The things we do for love. Her main gear for time manipulation is her
Kurt's
sonic
reference,
embroidery.
by the way,
She
people.
uses these very scissors to fly through time at just a speed it's basically incalculable for us. She literally surfs through time like it's a normal afternoon. She can cut holes in time with it.
Okay, hold on. How is it that incalculable for you guys? So basically you're saying she moves time on fast, like really fast. Like Speed Force fast. Like, you guys are trying, so you can't calculate that? Like, yeah, like what's the big deal? You ain't gonna calculate how much speed is in Infinite. Oh, wait a minute. That one episode with Reverse Flash and Scourge the Hedgehog, because they were going so fast as the speed's immeasurable. So her time's immeasurable too. Oh boy.
She spins it over her head, time rips just appear with events of the past. Look at her go. She's causing a
Those are
temporal apocalypse and she
Those are
doesn't
like-
even care. What are these cookies made out of?
Oh, I thought you would never ask, my dear friend. See, in Cookie Run, cookies are made by the witches and wizards. While most wizards created cookies this way to help
Wait,
save the
wait, wait,
world,
wait.
the witches made them alive and sentient to make...
Go
my
back.
dear friend.
Past. Look at her go. She's causing a temporal apocalypse and she doesn't even care. What are these cookies made out of?
Oh, I thought you would never ask, my dear friend.
Yeah, I don't want to know what
See,
those
in Cookie
cookies are
Run,
made out of.
cookies are made by the witches and wizards. While most wizards created cookies this way to help aid the world, the witches made them alive and sentient to make them more, let's say, delicious to eat.
That sounds morbid.
Ah, but
Morbid? These are cookies, dude. How can they be that morbid? Hey, I tasted my fair share of cookies. Cookies. And you think I'm gonna end up being scared about about what a story about anthropomorphic food? Like, come on. Wait a minute. Could it be that these are that these cookies are made by wizards and like witches and all that, and these guys over here, when they make the cookies, these cookies come alive in them, but they talk to? Oh my god, man. Oh my god. That means when you take a piece of cookies, it's like you're eating one of their... Oh my goodness, man. Nah, that's just... that's just us thinking too much.
well, they added life power, but more important, soul stones. A piece of the cookie soul, said in most of the descriptions like pearl, or gingerbread, etc., etc.
So, man, you trying to reference Marvel.
So actually, these cookies do...
Okay, the stone was a piece of black pearl cookie soul, a black pearl's cookie soul. It's sleek and glossy, and it's a fine black pearl. Yet there's something sinister about it. The stone was a piece of gingerbread soul, fills you with mountainous bravery. So what are you gonna tell me? Each of these
more, let's
I
say...
wonder what's the rest on with that.
That sounds morbid.
Ah, but what did you think they gave said cookies to have said life? Well, they added life power, but more important, soul stones. A piece of the cookie soul, said in most of your descriptions.
It must
like
look like a
pearl,
philosopher
gingerbread,
dropped a
etc.
stone.
So actually, these
So
cookies
what is
have
this
soul,
cookie run?
which explains
The
a lot
baking
of
version?
ghost cookies.
So what is this? Full Metal
apparitions,
Alchemist baking
spirits,
version? Come on, man.
yada. I would have made some an example, but who's stoned up to make cookies that have a history of killing their bakers?
Wait, what?
Wait, hold up.
You should have
Fun
told
fact.
me this a bit earlier.
Oh! It's like we have fun facts. Carrot Cookie, the character here, is voiced by Rosalina Pacino, who also is the person that makes these specific cookies. Not gonna lie, they look really tasty. Oh. Don't know who is Rosalina Pacino. I mean, is that her only voice work? What other credits she got? I mean, besides voicing a cookie, is she a baker too? Like, well, she's a baker too. If you're listening to this, you're Rosalina Pacino. If you're watching this, please send me your cookies. I'm gonna pay you pretty much money, $5 for that. Yeah.
She also has access to a bunch of
Cookie Run treasures, coin, firebox, shield, bubblegum, hourglass of eternity, temper, extra hot turbo engine, E2 camera, burnt some rubber tire. Kingdom treasures, old pilgrim scroll, drink, conductor's whistle, sleepy EBS, jelly watch, sugar swans, shining feather, grim looking sight, explorer's monocle.
are all cookies beans, like the ones that can turn any beam into a pile of gold coins, can give her protective shields after damage, full screen wipes of everything, provides for a short time. And wait, is that Hello Kitty? I forgot how weird the crossovers of this game can be. It has the amazing Cosmic Gear, a gear that fits the time. Wait, that doesn't make sense.
Why not, Demon?
Well, you see, in Cookie Run and mainly the manga,
A pet gives the canonical owner extra stuff on top of normal bonuses, normal in the form of extra points.
and cookies canonically have one. Oh, yes, you can customize them in game,
man.
but in the story of Cookie Run, one cookie can only have one specific pet, because that pet chose them.
Okay. Well, this isn't exactly true. Some legendary cookies can have multiple pets, though it is still Pataya Dragon Cookie That's 3 in fact. But Timekeeper and Croissant are still the only cookies who cannot share pets. Oh, okay, so these are all the pets right here. There's a dragon cookie, another dragon cookie, a cookie droid, which is a cookie robot, all that other stuff. I mean, they make cookies out of these and they're like real people and they make, oh, what is this cookie one? RPG or something? I mean, for real. I mean, honestly, then you can make these cookies into pets, but most humans do eat them and such. And so they don't really eat their own kind, do they? No, not really. Not really, not lately, unless you're gonna be much of a cannibal. Man, look. That's why I would like to have these cookies baked and whatnot, and they don't even have to say nothing.
So
I
what
mean, come on.
gives that would leave her and Croissant? Oh no.
Yeah, so Twist,
What a
it
twist.
seems Timekeeper Cookie is actually an alternate timeline version of Croissant Cookie, who fully succumbs to a certain madness from basically having all knowledge. And for years, she tried to find another one like her to share this knowledge with, but for years, looking at all her other timeline selves, she never found one until Croissant Cookie. You can actually see a mid-between version of them right here.
So after finding Cookie just like her, what was her plan? She basically fucked up the main timeline of Cookie Run, framed Gingerbrave, and slowly tried to manipulate Croissant into being just like her. And for a limited amount of power, she could do it. She could erase timelines and create them with basically no issue.
She can make her own change. Oh, wait. This Timekeeper Cookie's a woman? Oh, okay. She can make her own changes to timelines. This would mean she can create these branched timelines. Hell yeah.
They could see into outcomes in which she would lose. She even upgraded her pet to the Cosmic Cog, a being powered by temporal energy and said to have near infinite amount of power.
She can be anywhere at any time that she dang well pleases, already making her faster than beings like Stardust Cookie, who can move through the galaxy at light speed. It does not help that she has short burst teleportation and can conceptually erase magical beings like these fairy creatures, just because she could, right in front of Brave and Croissant Cookies too. Heck, given enough time, she can destroy all timelines just by spinning.
To explain, since the Timekeeper can be present in all timelines and can freely affect timelines, it stands to reason that with enough time and effort, she can mess with all the time simultaneously. Thus, the breaking of all time, even if you do go with the idea that she can only be in a single timeline at a time, her ability to create time portals with seemingly no limit should also suffice as proof. Okay. So this Timekeeper over here can freely affect timelines, but then with enough time and effort, she can mess with them all simultaneously. And even if you, so she can actually do that, huh? Don't you think she's probably breaking Mars? Probably. I don't think Bears will be showing up in the hood in the Dragon Ball multiverse doing that mess. Yes. If anything, Bears would get Boo to turn her into an actual cookie and start eating him. I mean her. You know, that's what I'm saying. But that's neither here or there, though. Yeah.
Sonic and Victory as quickly as she wants. She was basically the strongest next to another being known as the Millennium Tree Cookie, who she confirmed was stronger than her. Granted, he was basically Cookie God of Light.
Mike!
Nothing else can stop her if she has her mind set to it.
But granted, all that power left her with one major flaw. With this power, it lets Timekeeper to never take fights and danger seriously. She never truly ends a fight as long as she finds it fun, or she just never gets bored. Also, look at her sanity. It's not the most intact. Heck, one time she fully trapped herself in a time pocket bubble after witnessing the death of herself hundreds of times all at once. In doing so, she retreated to those pocket bubbles, which stated by Croissant Cookie to erase all existing versions of said being from all timelines. But her Timekeeper is still here, both in the past and the future, where it happened. Mobile games, folks, they are stupid.
This is Fire Emblem Heroes. For context, this counts to 74, 85 times Soul, which is massively faster than light. Speed of light. Okay.
Yeah, and crazy to think, Timekeeper, even with this mindset, she slowly broke Croissant into seeing the world like her. Seeing that only they can truly understand each other.
But then all it took was for the cookie anime protagonist Ginger Brave to step in and show Croissant that she was better than Timekeeper. Heck, to him, she was a friend that she needed to stay in reality. This shattered Timekeeper, forcing her to kidnap Ginger Brave to fully get Croissant's attention.
After a bit more being thrown in the oven, threatening, and a quick travel back through time, realizing Timekeeper is just extremely lonely in the time stream, she decided to finally be friends with Timekeeper, freeing Brave of the charges, and all time is now repaired. And the Timekeeper is now a lovable troll that causes mischief whenever she wants.
Man, I guess it's true for every being. Being at top is amazing, but time really tells you having a friend is much better than any power you can muster. I guess even we overpowered lords of everything just really needed someone to keep us grounded in the end.
In the end, and for the first time, Timekeeper is looking forward to a future she doesn't need to peek into.
Well, I guess that was told. I guess it was kind of weird how this Timekeeper ruined realities of every timeline she's been in. Which is kind of also freaking weird about that mess. And that's all because she was bored and don't even have any friends until her son Cookie became friends with her. So yeah. Yeah. To anyone else that actually is a loner, dude, and to anyone else that you have friends, it doesn't matter what color or what race you are, just stop it with the racism and be friends with this dude. Go ahead and have a talk with him. Be friends with him, you know? Do that. Sometimes things can get lonely, you know, only in a big world like this. You know? And not to get meta, but yeah. That's why I had to have you, bro. Hey. I mean, we only met like a couple of weeks ago. I think we're starting to become friends. You think? Yeah. Yeah. You know what, bud? I think we could make a great team. And we can be the faster friends too. Hey. Hope our friendship goes all the way with this mess. You never know how much we have. You know? Anyway, let's move on, man.
Alright, the combatants are set. Let's finish this. Will Bill decipher a way to put down this cosmic cookie?
Or will...
Okay, so, wait. Okay, so let's predict this, though. So really, who's your money on? This doggone weather's just getting on the nerves. But anyway, I'm money on... If I had to put my money on... I know that this Timekeeper can pretty much mess with timelines. I probably don't think Bill could pretty much have something on the grander scale like this. You predict. So I'm gonna have to, you know... So now that we're back, I think for me, it's gonna come down to who's gonna probably be durable, who's gonna be stronger, who's pretty much gonna have the adaptation and pretty much the overall universe scaling to actually back up their feats. So I'm thinking I'm gonna have to go with the Timekeeper cookie on this one. Don't even know about her, but I think the breaking of realities is gonna end up tipping that in her favor. I think for me it's Bill Cipher, because he probably, if he can deal with the time baby, I'm pretty sure reality warping is kind of his natural thing. And breaking up universes, I don't think it's going to stop Bill, unless there's a way to actually beat him with chat. With chat, he can pretty much do it, but I'm actually going to take Bill Cipher on this one. Okay? Let's get it on.
Alright, the combatants are set. Let's finish this. Will Bill decipher a way to put down this cosmic cookie?
Or will Timekeeper overbake Bill to nothing but ashes?
It's time for these fictional characters to collide.
Alright, something interesting on. Something interesting on. She thought it's Gravityfalls. Hey yo, watch this, guys! Ha ha ha! It never gets old! Yeah, I thought I already took care of Bill's baby dump patrol. Yeah, that wasn't very nice. Oh yeah, they throwing hands on this. Well, why do they always go for the eye? You knew that was quicker than that. Guess we have to read the text on this before we're going. Yes! Home run! Didn't count. Cheat it. Tell me how this tastes. That's it. What the? Anytime now. Gotta hand it to you though. Dude, we're not hand it to you. Wow. That's a wow. Don't worry. Yeah, get off this day. That's right. You're off this day. Man, didn't get into character with all of this stuff, man. Thank you, I'll be here all day. Oh boy. Oh man. Okay, you're starting to annoy me. It's getting really weird here, man. Oh my goodness. Yep, here comes it. Ha! You're twisted! Yeah, you sure are, Bill. You are twisted. What? I am better twisted! It doesn't even matter. What the? You don't have to figure it out yet. The picture is already written. One of these days things will be on time. You don't think about it. What? No, it was my way out! I'll find my way out even.
Well, there goes all of time, I guess.
This battle was complicated.
Wait. So who really won this? Was it? I think it may have been
We
Bill.
sum it up to 3 major categories: stats, powers, and experience. Let's start with stats. Both can manipulate time and space so much that speed never really mattered. Both can basically destroy their multiverses quite easily, and given that both have been stated, just them alone being able to cause the end of the multiverse was a simple flick of their wrists.
So, stats, it's around the same, so we can call that a tie. Maybe it'll be different for powers. Both can travel through time, both can see all outcomes at once, both can mutate the other into objects, and both have ways to kill the other instantly whenever they want.
Bill has ways to directly attack the soul, while Timekeeper has a lot of temporal and paradox-like immunities. She has never actually shown a way to protect her soul from being ripped out and burned on the spot. And well, for Timekeeper, she has a way to kill Bill with her conceptual erasure. Something similar to how he died in Denied Sam's mind. So with this, we have one simple question. They both have the same amount of ways to kill each other. Who would do it first?
That leads to the final piece of the puzzle, experience. Timekeeper, despite her near omnipotence, overwhelming power, and busted hacks, her downside was always her more laid-back approach to anything, which makes sense. She knows she's one of the top dogs in the universe, where she basically only sees one as above her. Heck, when a multi-timeline issue was shown to her, she didn't bother and let Croissant handle it to see how she could fix it.
Let's look at Bill. When faced with other Time Lord beings compared to Timekeeper as, say, the Time Baby, Bill went for the kill immediately. This slight showing of urgency is enough for Bill. The second he sees true danger to him, will go for that killing blow. He needs to keep the Timekeeper down. So there you have it. Both have similar stats, similar powers, and a way to instantly kill the other. But thanks to Bill's urgency and billions of years experience in killing similar folks like Timekeeper Cookie, it gave him the win.
We hate to say it, but that's just how the Timekeeper Cookie crumbles.
The winner is Bill Cipher.
See, I
This should
told
be
you it was
fun.
Bill. See, I told you it was Bill. And it's probably the real Bill, too, man. Yeah. I wonder if this guy could be watching us right now. Huh. Huh. Anyway, let's see what the next song's gonna be.
Remember, reality is an illusion. The universe is a hologram. Buy gold. Buy!
Oh well, so that was Bill Cipher versus Timekeeper. So I guess it's the second win. One in that battle with Discord, the other with Timekeeper Cookie in Fictional Characters Collide. Yeah, man. Okay, you want to know what I'm thinking? Okay, you know what? Now that I am thinking about it, dude. Now, he may have been getting away with 2 wins thus far. But now, he's about to face off somebody that... Now, you remember the opponent that I wasn't going to reveal to you before? I lied. His opponent for the very first season of this series, we're going to get to Uncle Grandpa. Everybody's favorite uncle and grandpa, who happens to be the omnipotent child adult god of Cartoon Network. Yeah, that guy. And he might have ways of dealing with Bill. He not only is going to deal with Bill, but even with his book of Bill, it ain't gonna do him crap, man. That's it. So we're gonna see what the next one is about.
Next time on Fictional Characters Collide.
Oh, it's Tatsumaki and Endeavor? Oh no, that's a stomp. I'm gonna tell you this right now, this is gonna be a stomp. Tatsumaki will wipe the floor with Endeavor, man. Come on, man. I don't know what Demon and Orange are going to try and do with this, but I know Tatsumaki is going to stomp the hell out of Endeavor. Because he's got levitation powers and didn't you see how she fought my man for real? Now, which is why her opponent, her real opponent, that will also be in the UCBL, would have to be the one opponent that no one else could not beat. And that is Jean Grey from the Phoenix from the X-Men. And you know what, now that I think about it, you might have to put her down, but only in its 5th season. Same with her boyfriend. And I think she'll probably be next after her boyfriend, so here's another type deal. Wait, what about the other? Anyway, but that's it. Ah, freaking bloody hell. Anyway, forget it. Because we about to log off from off of this. I'm tired of having to deal with this. But if you like what you saw, please like, comment, subscribe, all that good jazz. You know, check out the Akuma Productions channel for more stuff, and stay tuned for more stuff here in this UCBL channel as well. We're gonna probably get to doing Zuko versus Roy Mustang as well, and that's it. So be safe, take care, and thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye.